Hey, Gear, what's going on? Why'd you call me out here? It's cold as balls.
Your meditation on Lokvarkor has shown promise, but your spirit remains troubled.
You think so?
The time has come for a greater test. I have summoned you here because your path to reformation requires more than mere contemplation within these walls. You must make the 7,000 steps again, but this time to the very peak of the throat of the world.
Oh, man,
in
really?
the harsh winds and biting cold, you will find the clarity you seek. Your previous lifestyle, maintaining relations with multiple wives through deception, shows a deep imbalance between your inner spirit and outer action.
I guess
the
you
climb
can say
will be
that.
treacherous. The wind will test your resolve. But if you truly wish to change, to find harmony within yourself, you must make this journey. Are you prepared to face this challenge?
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you, Gear. It sounds a little tough. You know, truthfully, I don't really want to be doing this, but I will say the meditations have proved to be pretty calming. I'm not so sure I'm super excited to like go through the cold and the biting winds and whatever you're saying, but like, I mean, you've been a pretty good guy to me so far, so if this is the way, then yeah, I'll do it. But you're sure there's no other way than the biting winds?
Your hesitation is natural, but your willingness to proceed, despite it, shows wisdom. The path to enlightenment is rarely comfortable. Remember as you climb that each step through the bitter cold will strip away another layer of your former self. The mountain does not care about your past conquests or your charm. It demands only truth and perseverance.
Thank you, Gear. Wish me luck, bud. Oh man, it sucks out here. I don't even know where I'm going. Hey, go! Be careful! No! Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Are you alright? Here. I'll give you a nice burial. There you go. Bye. Alright. It's our turn. Let's do this. Come on. Ah! 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 It hurts. Ah. 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 Where am I? What's going on? Who are you?
I am the babe of Christmas past, darling. And you, my frostbitten friend, are in desperate need of my spiritual guidance, shall we say. You had quite the close call in that blizzard, but don't worry. I'm here to help you face something far more chilling than mere snow. We're going to take a little journey through your past, specifically about a certain strong-willed woman named Uthgerd. Remember her?
Uthgerd? Wait, hold on. Is this a dream? Where am I? What are you talking about? Oh, I've barely got.
You're in the sleeping giant
My
inn.
back.
Safe and sound, physically at least. But mentally, that's another story. And yes, this is a dream, the best kind. The kind where a witty, translucent guide gets to show you where it all went wrong. And darling, don't play coy about Uthgerd. The way you just stumbled over her name tells me everything. She's the reason you've been running from real connections, isn't she?
Well,
turning every potential relationship into a quick tavern tale. We're going to have to dig into that particular chest of emotional baggage, my frozen friend.
Whoa, hey, look, you might be a babe of Christmas past, but you gotta chill, alright? Look, I'm frostbitten, I could barely move, my chest hurts. Look, Uthgerd, I thought she wasn't even in Skyrim anymore. No, this is all moving too fast. I need a break. I need a beer, a meat, or something.
Oh, my dear frostbitten friend, mead won't warm what's really frozen. That heart of yours. But I do love how you're already getting defensive. Wasn't even in Skyrim anymore, he says. Listen, darling.
Yo, don't mock me.
I didn't brave the ethereal realm just to watch you dodge the truth like it's a giant's club. You nearly died in that blizzard, and sometimes it takes nearly dying to finally start living truthfully. But fine. Take your moment. I've got all of eternity. Literally. Though I should mention, running from this conversation will be about as effective as running from a ghost. And trust me, I'm very good at passing through walls.
Passing through walls, because you're a ghost. Look, I don't know what this is about, but I appreciate your help or whatever. I was smitten previously, but now I've warmed up. I'm hungry, so if you have eternity, that's cool with me, but I'm gonna head out if that's alright with you, alright? Later.
Go ahead. Open it. Show me how
I
brave
will.
Skyrim's greatest charmer is when faced with the woman who first taught him about heartbreak. You'd rather keep running?
Dude, I don't need to run from anything. You're really annoying, you know that? Anyway, I'm out of here. Uthgerd? Uthgerd, is that you? It's me, your old pal, Brainfrog?
Still wearing those fancy clothes, I see.
Well, yeah, but...
It's been, what, years now? You're looking well fed these days.
Thank you.
Pull up a chair if you want. Though
Yes.
I warn you, my conversation isn't any sweeter than it used to be. What brings you back to Riverwood? Surely not the memory.
I don't know what I got here. Uthgerd, I'm so sorry. It's so good to see you. It's been so many years since we were together.
By the 9, don't get sentimental on me. You're stumbling over your words
I
like
know.
a lovesick teenager again.
I know.
We've been through this. What we had was good while it lasted, but that's all it was meant to be. Nothing to apologize for, nothing to pine over.
I
Here,
know.
drink this. You look like you need it. And stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes. I'm still
not.
married to my husband, still living my life exactly as I choose. Time hasn't changed that about me, and it never will.
I just don't get it. Why couldn't I have been one of your husbands? Why wasn't I special enough? I was just a young lad. You just took me for my fat cock, and then what? Threw me to the wayside like I was some used lambskin condom. I mean, what about my feelings, you know?
Listen here, and listen well. You weren't a lamb to the slaughter. You were a grown man who chose to be with someone who was honest about who she was.
I was
from the start.
barely 18.
I never promised you anything different than what I gave. The problem wasn't that you weren't special enough. The problem was you wanted me to be something I'm not.
And there it is. Raw truth you've been running from all these years. Notice how she's not sugarcoating it. That's the Uthgerd you fell for in the first place.
I know.
Direct, honest, unapologetic. Maybe it's time to stop blaming her for not changing and start accepting that she showed you exactly who she was.
I see you're still carrying that weight. Let me be clear. You were never meant to be one of my husbands because I didn't want you to be.
But why, Uthgerd? I was just as good as any of them.
By the gods, you still don't understand. I chose the life I wanted. Multiple husbands. No strings, no promises of forever. You wanted a fairy tale, a love story. I wanted freedom. You were plenty good, but you wanted to change me, to make me into something I'm not. That's why you couldn't be one of my husbands. They understand me, accept me as I am.
Look at you two, still dancing around the real
you
issue after all these years.
You don't have to twist
Well,
the
she's
dagger.
telling
It's
you
already
something
inside of
important
me. I
about
really
your
don't like
wars.
stuff inside of
It
me.
was-
Look, Gertie, if I could still call you that, of course. You're right. I probably should have paid you more freedom. I was just a young lad. I didn't know what I wanted. And honestly, I still don't get how you do it. I've tried, Uthgerd. I had 10 wives. I tried to be like you. But they're not like your husbands. They're not like you, Jojo, or any of the other guys. They're not like Stephen, Mark, Kelly. My wives, they hated me. When they found out, they were angry at me. They didn't want to have threesomes and orgies. They divorced me. They left me alone at the top of High Hrothgar. I couldn't be like you. I don't know where things went wrong.
First off, don't call me Goody anymore.
I'm sorry.
That name belonged to a different time. And by the 9, you've completely missed the point. You didn't need to be like me. That was never the lesson here. You tried to copy what I do without understanding why I do it. My relationships work because they're honest, open, and everyone involved knows exactly what they're getting into.
Oh, this is precious. He tried to become you instead of learning from you. Classic case of missing the forest for the trees.
Shut up.
The question is, when will you start being yourself?
Well, What? But you... my head. Uthgerd. So it was a dream. Why can't I be myself? Alright, let's make it up this mountain. I'm a troll! Back, I say! Back! My dad owns the Bannered Mare! Stop! Ah! Is he alive? Oh, he got me. The Bannered Mare. No. Who are you?
You're finally awake. I am the babe of Christmas present. And what perfect timing. Your ex-wives are having quite the gathering here tonight.
They're here?
Oh, don't look so nervous, dear. They can't see or hear me. Shall we eavesdrop on what they're saying about you? I promise it will be enlightening. Come now, we have some present-day truths to witness.
My dad owns this bar, and now technically once I graduated college, I own the bar too. To do this so close to home, it's so disrespectful. They're here right now.
Oh, darling, ownership of the tavern makes this even more deliciously appropriate. You're quite invisible to the living right now,
I
just
am?
like me.
Oh, jeez.
Though I must say,
Dude,
it's
where'd my
rather
clothes
amusing
go?
that you're worried about respect when we're about to hear what your ex-wives think of your, shall we say, cavalier approach to marriage.
I'm not a Cavs fan at all. I'm a Lakers fan. Everyone knows
Then
that.
come along now, let's get closer.
Very well, let's go try it out. Oh, yeah. Am I floating? Oh, actually, being a ghost is kind of sick. I've never seen... Oh, my God, there's so much dirt up here. I am going to be so angry when I get back alive.
Let me start by saying that, for a supposed master of stealth, Brainfrog was about as subtle as a drunk mammoth in a pottery shop.
What?
You know, he tried to convince me I was the only thief who'd ever stolen his heart. Meanwhile, he was probably using that same line in every hold from here to Riften.
I did use it.
She certainly doesn't mince words, does she?
Well, Vex
and
is
this
always
is just
like
the
that,
beginning.
yeah.
Better brace yourself for what's coming next.
Where do I even begin? That smooth-talking scoundrel had the audacity to promise me we'd travel all across Tamriel together. Said he'd help me expand my merchant empire beyond winter. Meanwleal, he
Well,
couldn't even commit to staying in one hole for more than a few days.
I was going to, but then
And the
my dad
excuses.
gave me the bar.
All those grand promises scattered like leaves in the wind. And don't get me started on how he'd inspect my inventory.
You know what truly infuriates me? How he'd show up at noble gatherings wearing that amulet of Talos, acting like he was
what?
some sort of catch among the nobility.
You're gonna let her trash talk my
He
amulet? My
charmed
dad
everyone
gave me
with
that.
tales of his supposed heroic deeds, while I later discovered he was spinning the same stories in every court from Solitude to Riften.
I was proud of that
Ouch.
amulet.
But let me tell you about his stealth archer skills in the bedroom.
No,
Oh,
no,
Dad,
no.
Don't
we
get me
don't need to hear
started.
this. No.
Remember how he'd always brag about his legendary stamina? And that signature
I
move
went
of
up the
his where
stamina
he'd try to
tree, I
smooth
did.
and whisper sweet nothings in what he thought was perfect. My ancestors were probably rolling in their graves.
Oh, dude.
The worst part was how he'd always pose
makes me
dramatically
sad.
afterward, like he was expecting applause.
Hey, I don't like this.
Oh my darling.
And did any of you notice how he'd always adjust that amulet of Talos right before a
No, stop! They're talking about the amulet again! No, my dad
Oh,
gave
my
it to me!
darling.
The worst was when he'd try to impress us with his Thum in intimate moments. The man who thought owning the bannered mare made him Skyrim's most eligible bachelor. At least the mead here is better than his performance.
How is this even
Remember
productive?
his- are
Plus,
you
you got a
a
babe
locksmith?
sitting right
Because
there.
you
How about I
unlocked
just
my
go talk
heart.
to her? Excuse me,
Eric,
can you
he
hear
came to
me?
my stall and said, "Are you selling any hearts? Because mine's been stolen by you."
That was a good
I almost
line.
threw a
He tried this one on me. Is that juniper berry mead? Because you're making me feel all warm inside. You think those are bad? He actually said to me at a noble gathering, "Are you a fire scroll? Because you're making my heart burn." The
That was a
secondhand
good one.
embarrassment
That
nearly
was a
killed
good
me.
one, actually. I was very proud of that
darling.
one. I don't get it. I thought I was doing a good job. I had 10 wives. I thought they loved me, but I guess deep down, they all kind of hate me. They didn't think I was clever or funny at all. Oh man, this sucked.
Oh, darling, they're laughing now, but there's pain beneath those jests. You weren't a villain in their stories, just a disappointment.
Sometimes I wonder if he even knew who he really was, jumping from wife to wife like that. Perhaps that was his problem, trying so hard to be everyone's perfect husband that he forgot to be honest with anyone, including himself.
That's because I don't know who I am! Holy fuck. Alright, I actually almost fell
Safe
and
travels.
shattered a bunch of shit. I'm gonna have to take a fucking little break. God damn it! I hate these! I know who I am. I'm Brainfrog. I own the bannered mare. I play bass on Saturdays, and I love babes. Alright, let's get this over with. Man, look at this. Oh, I can feel the energies flowing. This must be the spot. We are so close to finishing this. Let us meditate and find out who we are, once and for all.
Get up, Brainfrog. Do you see her there? Lady Serana sits alone at the bar, eternally young and beautiful. Go on, approach her with your charms. Show me how well your aging swagger works on a vampire who's seen centuries of better men than you. This is your future if you don't change. You'll be that pathetic old man, haunting taverns, desperately trying to recapture your youth. Look at yourself. Your hair has grayed, your fine clothes don't fit quite as well as they used to. Yet you still wear that amulet of Talos like it's some kind of trophy. Go on, make your move. Let's see how quickly she puts you in your place.
Relax. Why is my throat so hard? Everything aches. Oh, my body. I assume you're the ghost of Christmas future. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, where's my back? My back hurts so.
That's what time does. It breaks down everything, even the mighty Brainfrog. Each creak of your joints, every morning pain, that's your future calling. Shall we proceed with your lesson, or do you need another moment to feel just how mortal you truly are?
Let's get on with it. What do I need to do? My head is spinning. It's like, just tell me, please. Where is he? Where is she?
Lady Serana sits there at the bar, a timeless beauty who's seen the rise and fall of empires.
Oh my. Yo! What's good? I'm so sorry. Hey, my name's Brainfrog. What's yours?
Listen, I've lived for centuries, and that might be the most painful introduction I've heard in at least 3 of them. You're clearly old enough to know better than to waste my time with such amateur attempts at charm.
Watch carefully, old man. See how she looks right through you.
Let me cook.
This is your future.
Watch me cook.
Stumbling through dated pickup lines,
just gotta
while
sit
women young enough to be your granddaughter cringe at your
Let me cook.
Keep watching. Let this sink in.
Hold on, I just gotta sit down for a second. I've got a bad lumbar. No, listen to me. I'm not here to waste your time. I own the battered mare in Whiterun. I'm quite successful in all that. I didn't know if you were looking for someone to share a nice mead or sugar with a daddy. Oh, excuse me.
Sugar Daddy, I've witnessed the rise and fall of kingdoms, old man. Somehow you've managed to make me feel centuries older just by listening to you. I am a daughter of Cold Harbor, not some tavern wench desperate for your septums. Your success means nothing to someone who's walked through millennia.
Watch how pathetic you've become.
Stop!
About making crude suggestions
Stop,
to a
bro!
vampire who could end your life with a
You're
flick
hurting
of
my
a wrist.
feelings.
This is your legacy.
I suggest you hobble back to your successful business before I decide to show you exactly how
I deal with presumptuous mortals.
who waste my time with their deteriorating delusions of grandeur.
They're not delusions. Can't you just... I'm so tired. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I hate it here. It's just the work. This is too much.
Almost. Once you commanded attention in places like this. Now you're shrinking, becoming smaller with each pathetic plea. Is this what you want to become?
No, I don't want
Cautionary
this.
tale?
Find someone else to play your sad games with. I have no time for men who can't even face their own reflection, let alone their future.
I don't want this. Please make it stop, ghost person. Please. I can't get up.
Absolute horror of becoming nothing more
I
than
can't get
a
up.
cautionary tale. This is what awaits you, Brainfrog.
I can't feel my left
Every woman
hand.
who cringes at your approach.
I'm having a heart
Every
attack.
failed attempt to recapture your youth.
Yeah, somebody
Every morning waking up alone.
call
So
somewhere.
they stop treating life like it's an endless game of conquest. Find something real, something meaningful, before time strips away everything you think makes you special. Brainfrog. Brainfrog.